still not been moved, I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in cleaned up without a room. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved, I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Who wants it? Ready for anybody, I got this. They say you can learn from your losses, but victory tastes sweet like chocolates. Top of the game, you can't top this. Permanent sauce, never lost it. You came in the game and you flopped it. I came in the game and I bossed it. That's why me and you are different. I'm ahead, you lot are in the distance. Stay persistent and consistent. I'm the king now, this is my kingdom. Ready for takeoff, watch how I lift them. Take shots, it's rare that I miss them. Boom. Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in cleaned up without a room. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room.
I'm a Russian, I'm a fighter. I am everything you fear. Ask your questions, I'm the answer. I'm the whispers in your ear. When the lights start flashing for you, expectations loud and clear. I'm a Russian, I'm a fighter. I am everything you fear. It's the prize I envision, nature of the beast. No collision in the cage when you visit. this ain't a secret. Set your expectations. Hope you made your reservations. Till I land and you face it. What you tasting? Advertise and display it. You know the heart that you made it. It's an art when I draw, you should save it. Download it on your playlist. Really hoping that you lose. I'm really hoping that you choose. That I'm teaching like in school. That I'm really hoping. I'm a fighter. I am everything you fear. Ask your questions. I'm the answer. I'm the whispers in your ear. When the lights start flashing for you.
We welcome you to Cambrian Hall. When you think class, this is the place to be. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
I feel like
The Galveston he'll be squaring up against.
This bout is scheduled for...
So much hype surrounding this fight. You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. Beautiful counter shot. Nice exchange here from both men. How about that time counter shot? Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. He blocks that jab. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges, Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punch. And this is incredible action from both of these heavyweights. That counter shot lands. What a punch. Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
This guy.
And there's the bell to start round two. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counterpuncher smart.
swing and a miss with that jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them. More than happy.
It's all offense all the time. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This slugger isn't interested in winning rounds. He just wants to win the fight. And he's not going to do it on the scorecard, Johnny. He needs a KO.
Sluggers just want to mow you down. They want to walk straight through you as though you do not exist. You've got to be fit for this one.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Get focused and get your mind back on the job.
The bell rings and we start the third. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The straight right just misses. Tried to score with a jab. They exchange punches. Beautiful counter punch. Straight right just misses. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Defense is not an option for these two. Straight right just misses. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Punch, counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round.
Take the round off. Win the round when you
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Can't land the jab there. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? You wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
straight right just misses. You'd like to see more jabs. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage.
Have you got complacent?
There's the bell to start round 5. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Couldn't land that jab. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Good punch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, you know,
This is the beginning of round 6. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Straight right just misses. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Don't get trigger happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The straight right just misses. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. That seemed like eternity for them finally come.
Get your mind back on the job.
There's the bell to start round 7. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen? Hold that thought! And Jack Johnson is dazed. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Jack Johnson is down. And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4. You still want to fight?
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
We're at the halfway point. There's no doubt who's won this round so far.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Both men step back for just a moment. Nice job slipping that left uppercut. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knock.
Come on, he's switching off. Get out.
There's the bell to start round 8. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very surprised.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Oh, my word. Jack Johnson on the defense. What's he going to do to get out of this trouble? Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This fight has a real good flow to it. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, it's go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. They're unanimous.
don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them. With the squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. Yo, I can't stand these rap boys, feel to eliminate all. I'm trying to raise this stat boy, so tall that it might fall. Top striker, man, I lick off the goal, so anything I set, I achieve and more.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, he is.
This bout is scheduled for 8.
So much hype surrounding. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Good counter punch. Hold that thought. Oh my word. Jack Johnson on the defense. What's he going to do to get out of this trouble? They've avoided catastrophe there.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
That one lands. A perfect counter lands. That uppercut can't get through. Right up the middle. This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador. It's a flat for the fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut them off. Cut the rings off, make the rings small. Put them on the back foot, put them under pressure.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. The Galveston Giant in real trouble now. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Johnson in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges...
And there's the bell for round 2. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
That counter punch caught him clean. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That hook just can't find the target. Well done with that counter shot. That hook was off target. The right hook misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. About Johnson in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance.
And there's the bell for round 3. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. And Jack Johnson is dazed. I don't believe it. How are they still standing?
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Counter punching. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Beautiful counter shot. Johnny, take a look at this action. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Johnson in that last round. And there's the bell to start round 4. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Not a lot of punch out. Whoa, wait a minute! The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Time for the 5th round. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
What hard? Whoa, wait a minute. Oh, and there's no way they're getting up from that. It is a clean knockout.
Are you okay?
Not many people would have predicted.
Victory all in my eyes, enemies only can see my demise. Envision my downfall, it's not in my view. I only look up, I will not be subdued. Can never submit, position is grip. The mission persists like it's built out of bricks. In the gym I commit, knocking shit out of shit. Hit equipment till I lose the feel in my fists. Precision my gift, decisions are swift. At home in the ring, it's like I live in this beat. And I'm undisputed, so undisputed. Yeah. Pound for pound, 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 pound for pound. What feel like the night of the fight? Feels like the fight of my life. Lighting my fire, can't even remember which finger is injured or what tired is like. Train through the pain, flipping them tires. Barbells was lifting them skyward and higher. I ran through the rain, work till I'm drained. Put on headphones and do it all over again. Chains clang from hitting the bag. Throwing them fast, trying to fold it in half. Footwork rehearsed till I float in the flash. Searching for weakness, immersed in my defense. Please, don't be too slow with the pads. But I'm still matching the motion it has. Shoulder rolling, find an opening and let them go like I'm holding the soul in my hands. Set it free, set it free, set it free. Flow like a butterfly, sting like a pound for pound, 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 pound. Do it for my mama, do it for my father. It's a family affair, my whole family in here. I do it for the block, do it for the soldiers, do it for the sport, do it for the culture. I'm undisputed, yeah, I'm undisputed. Do it for my father, do it for my mother. It's a family affair, my whole family in here. I did it for the past, I did it for the future, I did it for us all. That's why I'm undisputed.
Good evening. We are live from one of the world's most beautiful arenas. This is Falcor Bay. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
And introducing first, the First Lady, Cecilia Clarissa Shields, the greatest woman fighter of all time, or so she says. Hard to argue when you look at her decorated career.
This is going to be an intense stare-off before the fight starts.
This bout is...
How will these two fighters... What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. That punch landed. Do you believe what we are seeing? It is a sunny and hot day, and yes, we're outside, Johnny. No air conditioning, or air con, as you say in the UK.
If you are on the losing side of this fight, Todd, and the heat is on, it's the worst place to be, so you've got to make sure you've prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking at a fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.
She wasn't ready for that counter. It's all offense all the time. A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. Cecilia Brinka's seeing stars. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter shot by her. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about breakus in that last one. On to the second round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
They have got great ring IQ. Counterpunches are the best.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When are we going to see a jab from these two? She scores without counter. Back and forth they go. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Good counter punch. These two were made for each other. A swing and a miss with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Breakus in that last one. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter shot by her. Good counter punching. Nice counter shot. The jab doesn't quite connect. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice counter. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. She catches and counters. That uppercut just missed. What a shot, and down goes Breakus. And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when clipped with a shot like that.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You okay?
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Talk about Breakus in that last round. Back at it in round 4. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Jab misses. She got clipped by that counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Swing and a miss with that jab. They exchange punches. Perfect counter lands. This is a high-octane battle. She misses with that jab. Catch and shoot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Breakus in that lap. It's stopping. There's the bell to start round 5. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Nobody home with that hook. Beautiful counter shot. That jab misses. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Beautiful counter punch. That counter shot lands. You got hit by a punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Breakus in that last. There's the bell for round 6. The last round was massive for her, Johnny. How does she keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. No rest for the weary. The straight right just misses. A perfect counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Which fighter will say no mas? Do you believe what we're seeing? The straight right just misses. There's a counter shot. And that hook misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Breakus in that last round. Well, this fight is not going.
It's starting to melt.
Here we go. It's round 7. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Punch, counter punch. Nice counter shot. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. She blocks the hook. How about that time counter shot? This is not where Cecilia Breakus wants to be. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. Nice counter punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your ball.
Let's talk about Shields in that last round. And there's the bell for round 8. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Look, twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
One punch could change everything in this battle. The straight right just misses. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Catch and shoot. Good counter shot by her. Well done with that counter shot. Straight right just misses. Well done with that counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. No surprise as we get a unanimous decision there.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.